Hello again. It's time again. I am David, and you, yes, you are addicted to being human. You can't shake it, but you can. It just takes time. Actually, it doesn't take time, it doesn't take money. It takes letting go. That's what it takes. Yeah, you are addicted to being human and all the things that come with the stimulations. I was going to say simulations. The stimulations that you receive in this simulation from being human. Apparently, my arms are crossed again because this continues to not be as easy as I would maybe love. Um, I'm getting used to being on camera and offering my voice and my mind, my consciousness in this platform. I do broadcast in different ways. It's funny because when I'm not being, when I'm not addicted to being human, I broadcast and I share information in different ways. It's actually through this, which is, I guess, still human in a way, but it's the most technologically advanced tool here in the earth realm. I wonder if you've ever been in the shower. For some reason, when I'm in water, maybe a pool, alone, in my backyard, in the middle of the woods, um, but more in the shower now, like when the water is just rushing down me or all around me, I feel connected to the spiritual body of the Christ, you could say, the Christ light, the light field, as quantum mechanics and all that says with quantum entanglement, that there is no distance between us, whether it be dark matter or blah, blah, blah. There's really no difference or distance, I should say, between us standing right next to each other and touching, or us being thousands and thousands of miles apart. So I guess I'm just touching base on the fact that I've been thinking a lot about this light field, and I've been thinking about what the potential of it is and how I guess I'm projecting when I say you are addicted to being human, because I am to a certain extent. Many humans get wrapped up in a lot of earthly things when they're young. I realize I still got my beanie on. I can take it off to let my whole everything breathe. I shave every other day, so I might have a little of that Jordan darkness, that shadow that he had when he played a game at the high level. I'm trying to play the game at the high level, but I'm practicing, not there yet. So I think about to my childhood how I started doing straight shots of alcohol and drinking in junior high school. Most people don't do that in middle school before eighth grade. It started a very unhealthy relationship with alcohol, and but it's not just that. I mean, I've got a great grip on that now, and I've stopped for years and years, and then I've stopped for 7 years, and then I've started again, and I'm stopping again. But there's other things that you can call legal if you're. I mean, forget like if you're underage, even if you're legal, 21 and over. State of California has the cannabis. But really, pharmaceutical drugs, right? I mean, the kids start them illegally, very young, because of the system. That is how it's designed. And that's the thing, pattern recognition and seeing how this place is built to capture your earthly vessel. It's built to co-opt the most technologically advanced tool here, which is your body. Because once you enter harmony and once you can start to see beyond what your earthly vessel has been told it can do, once you can start to see the future, once you can start to exit this body and have out-of-body experiences, once you can enter the dream world, the slumberland, and do whatever you want, once you can communicate with other true conscious beings who are in earthly vessels, let's say when I'm in the shower, and a connected group starts to align itself, because it does appear that we are here with groups. Now the whole group connects to the 144,000, whatever number you want to put it on. I guess what I'm saying is it is easy to be taken by this world and become addicted. And I've only touched on the drugs. I mean, I was talking to somebody recently about how many cannabis dispensaries there are now, recreational, in even just the city we live in. And the look of horror is like, oh, and then I'm like, well, how many liquor stores are there? 3, 4, 5 times that? How many grocery stores in this county? Sell whatever you want. What I didn't bring up was how many pharmacies there are pushing those pills and other noxious cocktails that we love to, mix and do hat tricks with. And it's kind of disheartening. But move past that. What about food? I mean, when I'm not doing anything, I think about food because that's an easy default. And a lot of people access that, over access, and just overwhelm their body. And then it causes issues, which we want to try and resolve through other man-made means. So there's a lot of things that we can do. So when I say you are addicted to being human, I mean, let's start with what we're told from birth. It's food. You need a lot of food. You need a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The body does not require a lot to run. I know this because one time, about 9 years ago, I heard a podcast and it talked about how, we're kind of trained and told like you need breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you're told breakfast is the most important, but it turns out you don't really need that. You kind of should just eat when you're hungry. And I started doing that. I didn't eat for a long time. It scared a lot of people because I started to shed a lot of weight because my vessel was filled with a lot of light. And of course, it could feed off of whatever was stored here for a long time. But it scared people. I remember working people thought I had cancer because the way I got very skinny. And the body does not need a lot to sustain itself. And so I realized that almost a decade ago that we don't need any of this. And a hard thing for me to reconcile is that I'm addicted to being human. And what that often means is a lot of the earthly pleasures. I mean, a lot of people are addicted to sex, right? I mean, like they have rehab for that. They got food rehab, they got drug rehab, they got alcohol rehab, they got sex rehab. And I wouldn't say I'm necessarily addicted to any of those at all. But the earthly experience and desiring some type of pleasure in some way is something that I apparently still desire, because I currently see things happening inside of me and messages and entities. I don't really have demons try to hit me too hard. I would say the angels speak to me more, and they are calling because they say I've got to update. I got a new mission. I got to do something. And that thing's hard to reconcile. I asked somebody, a messenger, I'd call them an angel. I call a lot of people in my life angels. Some go as far to call themselves archangels. I don't call them that, even if they self-assign those titles. I don't call myself that. But I was talking to someone recently, one of them who is fully integrating their mission and what they're supposed to do. And they're no longer losing themselves right now. And sometimes it's a season that happens, that you're in full illuminated mode. But I asked them, like, hey, so did you always like did you answer the first call? Did you answer the first call? Like, you received the message, you got it, you got the light codes, and your light field is shining bright with the Christ light. Did you enter like full throttle and do it? Because I remember I mentioned it a couple of videos ago, because I'm still doing reminiscing mode because I'm trying to process past trauma. I had all the options to go full platform and run the message. And I had countless people when I did a documentary the first time, and like connected with a lot of people, and they were like, hey, let's do this, let's go. And like I felt like I'm being told like I'm supposed to do this. It didn't feel like it was necessarily the right group at the time, only because of some conflicting data coming in, because of people saying different things about different people that I trusted and loved at the time. And so people are saying different things about each other, and like it was hard for me to reconcile. And like I didn't have the discernment that I have now. I didn't have the trust in myself, even though I trust myself so much about things in regards to like the shape of this reality and it being a simulation and where it was going, and how it was the end of the game, and how this is the end of the game, and how it was time to rise right now. I knew it was the end of the game back then. I just didn't, apparently it wasn't time to rise, because I got scared, and it was, people wanted too much. I couldn't give them what they wanted. So I had to revert back to what I was doing, and I moved to 2,000 miles into I moved my whole family 2,000 miles to a cabin in the middle of the woods, and it was blissful, and it was what I needed to do. I digress. What I'm trying to say is, what's happening right now is a lot of people are purging things, and they're having to let them go. And it's a hard thing to let go when it's part of your identity or who you think you are. But this body doesn't need much. And when you let those things go, there's a lot more accessible. There are different forms of light that you can be given to feed those voids that you thought you needed, those black holes. But it's hard. It's hard to let go. And that's what I said earlier. You have to let go. You have to release it. The only challenge for me is trying to make sure in the transition that I do not start seeking attention to fill myself. I definitely I love a feedback loop. And if it's true love, I love that. It's just hard sometimes when any dream you've had comes true, and sometimes you start questioning if this is the right dream and if this is the kind of attention you want. It's just like a dream. It's like that movie Inception. Like, once you become lucid, or once you draw too much attention, everything starts coming at you, and it can be overwhelming. It can attack you. And if you're not, I mean, like, just think about it. Like, Cobb, was that the character in the Inception? Like, the person that built it all for everyone to play in. If you were a creator and you built something, another realm for somebody to play in a sub realm, you have to stay stable. And it's very hard to do if you have external elements just disrupting the equilibrium of your earthly vessel. And so this is for you. This is for me. I've realized I'm starting to talk to myself through these. And when I say you are addicted to being human, I mean you, David. And so this is my public journal, and this is my lucid truth. Peace.